Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a recreation of an inspired makeup look by the Victoria's Secret show Makeup. The Victoria's Secret show aired last night and it was amazing as per usual, and the girls' makeup was absolutely stunning, very natural looking and very easy to create. So if you want to see how I do it, then just keep watching. So to start off with, I am going to be priming my skin with the L'Oreal LUMI MAGIQUE primer. The girls always have really beautiful natural looking dewy skin, and I like to recreate that using this primer and also a foundation that I really love using every single day, which is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. This one looks really dark, but it does match my neck perfectly, so just match to whatever foundation you usually use. This one in particular is really nice and lightweight. You can definitely build it up to a medium coverage, but because they always have such natural looking skin, I'm just going to do a really light coverage today where you can still kind of see through it, so you can still see my freckles and not so much imperfections, but you can still see through it. Then I'm going to be mixing two concealers today, one by Maybelline and one by Essence. So I'm going to start off by using the Maybelline one. This is the Fit Me Concealer in the color 10, which is light. And I'm just going to put this as my majority of concealer. I'm just going to drag this down to the tops of my cheekbones, and then right underneath my eye, I'm using the Essence one, and this is a really light color, which is yellow tone, so it's going to just help brighten underneath the eye just a little bit. I find it's a little bit too much if I use it just by itself, so I just like to use this as close to the eye as possible, and I just like to counteract it with another concealer so it doesn't look as harsh. So I'm just going to blend that out. I'm going to drag it back to the temple area just to highlight that area. The highlighting wasn't too crazy on the girls, so I'm just going to keep it as bare minimum as possible, and I'm also going to highlight using that Essence concealer just down the center of my face using a dry beauty blender just to blend everything out so it is nice and seamless. Now this is the star of the show, definitely. So this is the Hourglass palette, or the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. The first color that I'm going to be taking today is Dim Light, and this is just a really beautiful lit from within look kind of powder. So I'm going to set my under eyes with that, as well as the center of my face, just to just kind of set that concealer and that highlight just so it doesn't move all day. So I'm just going to set that real quick, and I did stay away from my cheek area as well. I just wanted it to be a little bit more radiant because I am using a cream blush today. But for bronzer, I'm using the same palette using the color Radiant Light, and this is more of a bronzy tone kind of powder. It's just my favorite. It is so stunning. It is like the best bronzy powder. It's very easy to use, and the girls never seem to have a really strong contour at all, so they just seem to bronze quite a bit. So I'm going to go to town on the bronzer. I'm using this all around the perimeter of my face, all along the cheekbones, the temples, and also on the forehead as well. Just go to town because you can never have too much when it comes to Victoria's Secret. So this blush is one of my favorite cream blushes of all time. It is one by NYX, and this is in the color Boho Chic. It is such a beautiful light rosy pink shade. I think this will suit absolutely everybody. I just like to use it with a e.l.f. small stipple brush, and I'm just going to stipple it onto my cheek area, also blend it backwards to the back of my cheeks, and then blend it out with my fingers just so it sinks into the skin a little bit nicer. I think the warmth of your fingers really does make a difference when you use cream blush, so I'm just going to blend that all backwards, and then going back in with the Hourglass palette using all three colors today. I'm going to be taking Incandescent Light, which is the middle shade, and it is a really light, very subtle highlight shade. But again, these powders are just supposed to make you look like you are lit from within, which is definitely something we are trying to achieve, considering we all, are Victoria's Secret models. It's just the look that they seem to go for, and I think it is an absolutely beautiful color to achieve this look as well. So definitely give this one a go if you haven't already. So as well as setting my cheekbones with that powder, I'm just going to highlight my cupid's bow and also down the center of my nose, just so it makes it look like it's also lit from within. There's definitely a trend going. Then going on to my brows. I never usually fill my brows in on camera, so this is exciting. This is my favorite brow product at the moment. This is the L'Oreal Brow Genius Kit in the color Light or Blonde, either one of those. And I've noticed that a lot of the girls on the show never really have crazy brows, so I'm going to fill them in a little bit more natural. This might not be natural to everyone, but this is as natural as I am willing to go. So I'm just going to fill it in using that gel product. I didn't touch the powder at all, so I'm just going to run that through an outline and fill in my brows. And then I'm using the Essence Make Me Brow Gel in the color Blonde. And I just like to pull my brow hairs upwards so you can still see them. So just run that through all the brows and try pull the brow hairs upwards. So I'm just taking a spoolie just to comb out any excess product, and then going in with my first eyeshadow, which is by Makeup Geek, and this is in the color Creme Brulee. It's a beautiful, very warm tone brown. I'm just taking this on a really, really fluffy brush, and I'm going to put that into the crease area, just back and forth, really working that product in. And then I'm just going back in with a damp brush, going back into the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette with that Radiant Light color. I'm just going to put this all over the eyelid. I noticed there wasn't too much going on the eyelid, so I'm just going to put a really very subtle bronze color onto the whole entire eyelid. And then I'm going back in with I'm going into this product by BH Cosmetics. This is a single eyeshadow in BHCM02, just on the outer corner, just to add a little bit of depth. And I'm also taking that on the lower lash line. Not every girl had something on the lower lash line, but I feel a little bit more comfortable with something there. And then I'm going back into the Hourglass palette, and I'm taking Incandescent Light once again on a very small brush, and I'm using this as my inner corner highlight and also my brow bone highlight as well. This makes a beautiful highlight color. You can see it shimmering on the cheekbones, and it does a really great job as a inner corner and brow bone highlight as well. Then going in with a eyeliner. I am using a liquid liner today, but you're more than welcome to use a felt tip or even a pencil, but there really wasn't much eyeliner going on at all. I'm just doing a very thin line today, just because I am using false lashes, so I need to cover up that band just a little bit. And I noticed that some girls had a very small amount of eyeliner on, so a really, really thin line is all you need. And then I'm going into the Maybelline Sensational Lash Mascara, and this is my favorite mascara of all time right now. It is amazing. It just gives really long, voluminous looking lashes, and I find that you can build it up without them looking too spidery, so I love this. And I'm going in with a set of lashes by eBay, and this I actually get in a bulk pack of 5 for like $1 something. I'll link them in the description, but the style code is L25. As I said, I will link them in the description box because they are amazing. And then going in with my lip combination. So today I'm actually following Candace's lip look today. I noticed that some of the girls had different colors on, so I'm using the one by Candace, and she had more of a pinky coral lip, and I'm going in with the lip liner, and today I'm using one by Essence, and this is Wish Me a Rose, which is a beautiful lightish pinky rosy color, which is very fitting for the name. But I am just going to outline my lips and fill the lip line in just a little bit, and then going in with a lipstick by Essence. Also, this is part of their sheer lipstick range in the color 11, All About Cupcake. This is such an amazing lipstick. You guys must try it. It is absolutely beautiful. But that, guys, completes this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.